Hi, my name is Michał and I am Customer Care Specialist at Soldevello. In this video, I will show you the test case repository in the QAlity Plus app. It is a place where you can manage your test cases and group them in folders. We will start with a repository overview, then go through the folders management and finish with additional actions you can perform using the repository. Repository overview. To access the test case repository, open the QAlity Plus app and select it from the side menu. Test case repository holds all test cases which are QAlity test Jira issues. They serve as scripts with test steps, and you can also call them templates. In the test case repository, you can display all test cases within the Jira instance. Generally, the repository displays the following data for each test case: issue key, summary, the project to which the test case belongs, ticket priority, status, which is selected in Jira, and assignee that is assigned in Jira. You can filter test cases by project, status, and search for tests with specific keywords. For example, I will search for all the test cases in the Car Factory project that are to do and include test case phrase in their summary. Let me click on the filter button to see the results. Now I can select some of my test cases and start another search. And again, I will select some test cases. Notice that the number of test cases selected has changed. It's because I can combine multiple searches by adding the results to my current selection. Once ready, I can add all selected test cases to one of my folders. Speaking of which, let's move on to exploring folders. After selecting your test cases, you can organize them in folders or test cycles. For example, I can group all these test cases into a folder. It will make all test scripts related to the module A of my testing easily accessible from one page. It can be done by choosing the proper option from the action bar at the bottom, which activates when you select test cases. I can choose to create a new folder with the selected test cases or add them to an existing one. When you create a new folder, you must specify which project the folder permissions should be based on. It means that I can add test cases from multiple projects to a folder, but only users that have access to the Car Factory project will be able to see my folder or have permission to add test cases to the folder. A project that is assigned to a folder cannot be later edited out. Our new folder has been successfully created. Let's open it. As you can see, the test cases I selected are already inside it. You can also add test cases to a particular folder by selecting and then dragging and dropping them to the desired folder. Newly added test cases will appear at the bottom of the folder. The folder can be also created by clicking on the Create Folder button, which is located in the top left corner. If the folder is empty, the folder icon will be hollow. Once you open any folder, you can create additional subfolders by clicking on the Create Subfolder button, which is located in the top right corner. You can create as many subfolders as you want. There are no limitations on the hierarchy. When creating a subfolder, there is no way to change the project it belongs to. It's going to be the same as the project of the main folder. I will now add a few subfolders and fill them in with test cases. Okay, our hierarchy is ready. Once you open the main folder, you can see its subfolders. There's information on how many test cases and folders are in each subfolder. Under the subfolders, there are the test cases that were added to the main folder. You can preview test cases that are in a particular subfolder by clicking on the Expand button. If you want to open a subfolder to have a full view of it, you can do so by clicking the Open Folder button. You can also go directly to a particular subfolder from the folder bar on the left. Click the Expand button to preview the subfolders. You can filter test cases in your folders. By clicking on the Create Test Case in this folder button, a modal for creating a test case appears. The newly created test case will be automatically added to the folder at the bottom. You can delete the entire folder or singular test cases from it. To remove a test case, click on the three dots and select Remove from Folder. To delete the entire folder, click on the three dots button located in the top right corner and select Delete Folder. Notice that if you delete a parent folder, all subfolders will be removed as well. It is worth noting that deleting a folder or a test case from a folder does not mean that you entirely remove them from your Jira. A test case can be assigned to multiple folders at the same time, and the repository is designed to organize test cases. Even if a test case or folder has been removed, you will still find your test cases under All Test Cases view in the repository. Being in a folder, you can rename it by clicking on its name field. That's it when it comes to folder management. Let's move on to the last topic, additional repository features. When test cases are selected, the Add to Test Cycle button is located next to the Create a Folder dropdown. Click on it to see two options, Create New Test Cycle and choose Test Cycle. Depending on which option you click, either a test cycle will be created to hold executions of the selected tests, or they will be added to an existing test cycle of your choice. Each test case can have multiple executions, so you can add it multiple times to different or same test cycles. Let me create a new test cycle with the selected test cases. Similar to folders, test cycles must be assigned to a specific project, but you can add test cases from multiple projects if you need to. Once you create a test cycle, it will be available in the test cycle overview here. As you can see, my new test cycle includes all tests I've selected. If you want to learn more about test cycles, check the video that should appear in the upper right corner of your screen. Lastly, you can export the selected test cases by clicking on the three dots button in the bottom right corner and choosing Export Test Cases. Test cases will be exported to a CSV file. You can also click on the Import button to go to the import page and upload test cases from a CSV file. You can learn more about the import and export functions in our other video that should appear in the upper right corner of your screen. Or if you're now watching our QAlity Plus playlist, then the video about this topic is next on the list. If you prefer filtering your test cases using GQL, you can easily access all your test cases in the Jira view by clicking the Show in Jira Issue Navigator button from the repository. In the Jira Issue Navigator, I can, for example, display test cases with the regression label. By clicking the Apps button and selecting the QAlity Plus option, you can either add test cases to a cycle or export them. That's all in this video. Thank you for watching. As I mentioned, in the next video, we'll show you how you can import and export your test cases. You can learn more about QAlity Plus test management for Jira by watching other videos that we've prepared for you on this playlist. Share your thoughts in the comments section. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. You will find the link in the description down below. See you in the next video.